Welcome to the Thunderdome here on whatever the fuck day it is, Tuesday, April the 9th. Much brighter today. You can see a little bit extra, a little bit better, maybe. I've been asleep. I just woke up recently. Did I sleep this morning? I don't know. I slept all the fucking time. Yeah, there was no general hospital yesterday because of the eclipse. Apparently, ABC decided to have footage of the eclipse instead of my stories, so I was like, well, shit. I just watched some random YouTube videos. Oh, goodness. Some You Laugh, You Lose challenges. That's what I did this morning. And then at some point I fell asleep. and here we are. My work week is half over now. 2 days, because I have Thursday off. So, and I've heard nothing from the city yet about coming back for part-time. So, yeah, I don't know. It's payday week at my regular job. So, of course, we're going to do lunch. And we're gonna go to the new bowling alley like we did a couple weeks ago, because everybody had a lot of fun when we did that. So, unless they call me at the last minute, and it's like, we need you immediately. I think I might wait, because I thought last time was my last payday lunch, but we shall see. That's all the way till Thursday, so that could be. Of course, that's coming up in a couple of days, I suppose. Anyway, what is something that haunts you? Well, apparently we had a little girl who lived in my house growing up. What's something that haunts me? Low prices? What's something that haunts me? I once shot a man in Reno just to watch him die, and then he didn't. It was super awkward. Oh, sorry, man. What are you gonna do? Here again, I don't feel like that's how I live my life. Nothing really haunts me that I can think of. I don't know, I just don't really hold on to shit, I guess. Or, I mean, even like my situation with my friend that I've brought up multiple times. I was like, I'm sorry I made certain missteps, but at the same time, I didn't intend for those missteps. Like, it wasn't anything personal. And, my friend chose to take it personally, even though it wasn't intended to be that way. And it's like, I don't know. It's like there wasn't really... I don't feel like there was, I don't know what I could have done differently other than be honest and upfront and, like I said, I didn't know how to handle it, so I handled it badly. You know, but it's like, you know, everything was misinterpreted, and that's unfortunate. It's a series of unfortunate events, starring Jim Carrey. I don't know. I never watched either one of them, because that was a movie, Lemony Snicket, right? And then there was the Netflix series that redid the story. But yes, it was a series of unfortunate events. And I mean, it happened how it happened, but it was not how it was intended, you know. So, I guess that's why that one doesn't really haunt me, you know, because it's like, I mean, I guess, you know, there was a couple. I mean, I guess I could have not forgotten to set alarms and, you know, taken calls and, you know, not accidentally, you know, forgot her birthday to wish her a happy birthday. And it's like, I'm not good with shit like that. Like, I don't remember anybody's birthday. unless Facebook tells me off to the side of God, I hated that for the longest time. They didn't tell me anything about it, like, because they used to tell me, you know, it's so and so's birthday today, and then for the longest time YouTube or Facebook didn't have that off to the side, and I'm like, I don't know whose birthday it is. I don't know. I might be missing someone important, you know. But of course, that was also the time that we were down in Eureka Springs for what was supposed to be a couple of friends' wedding, but they ended up pushing it back due to COVID. They canceled it due to COVID. So, but Marilee and I had the time off and the hotel booked, so we went anyway and just explored, had fun. You know, so I was a bit distracted. I didn't have my I didn't have my laptop. On your phone, the Facebook app doesn't tell you whose birthday it is. Even if they have it listed, it's like, I don't even know where to go on your phone on the mobile app for it to tell you whose birthday it is. There might be a place, I don't know. But I don't know. Series of unfortunate events, as I said. So I guess that's why that one doesn't really haunt me. I mean, you know, I wish situations had been different, I suppose. So, like I said, there's a couple things my friend took personally that wasn't intended to be taken personally, wasn't meant personally. So it's like, I mean, that's kind of out of my control anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, sorry. Wasn't intended that way, wasn't meant that way. So, I mean, that might be the closest situation. Or you might be wondering, it's like, oh, well, why, you know, because I brought that up a few times now. It's like, oh, why doesn't that haunt you? And it's like, well, I do wish I had handled it differently. I wish I had been honest up front, you know, in the beginning. But, you know, usually I choose to ignore situations, I guess. I just, you know, play dumb, maybe. And she even said in her email, she's like, we never have to discuss this. You don't have to bring it up. Well, I didn't have to bring it up. She did twice. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I was just going to ignore the situation. But now I don't know what to do. So, I guess I could have made better choices. But suppose it is what it is. You know, it turned out how it turned out. I don't know, I guess I haven't done much. Here again, this is another one where it's like, I don't feel like I've really done much in my life to regret anything. You know, I guess I just don't dwell on things. You know, it's not like this is the fucking Walking Dead and I've been having to, kill people to survive, you know, and it's like my character finally has that beat where it's like, I don't want to kill people anymore. Like every single fucking character went through that, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to kill anymore. Like, well, you're in the middle of zombie apocalypse, so I guess you're just gonna have to get over it. I was like, you just keep fighting assholes. It's like you can't live for a while and, enjoy life in Alexandria because someone wants to take what you have. It's the life you lead. It do get tiring, I guess, But it's like, this is the situation you're in. Sorry, can't really do much about it. I don't know. I haven't led a very very evil life, I suppose. I haven't done much to regret for it to haunt me. That's a new Ava Max song. My Oh My, I believe is what it was. I was listening to that yesterday. I don't. I think that's about it. I mean, I don't think there's anything that haunts me. There's nothing. It's kind of like, work, being a fucking adult, the never-ending barrage of going to a job I don't want to do to pay bills I don't want to pay. I mean, that haunts me on a daily fucking basis. This shit again. Didn't I just do this 40 hours last fucking week? But that's pretty much everybody. So. There's a dog. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's there. Yeah, I can't really think of a legitimate, legitimate thing. I guess there's situations that I wish things would have went differently, but like when I came down to college for the first time down here in the town that I ended up in, I was a pathetic little creature, I'll say. It's like I didn't even want to go to the dining hall by myself. Like I was going to starve myself one night because my friend Robert, he wasn't available. So I was just going to skip going to the dining hall. Even though I had an unlimited food package, I could eat as much as I want, or as many times as I want, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I quickly learned that, we weren't, even though he was my friend and he was my security blanket, so to speak, we weren't going to have the same schedules. We weren't going to have the same classes. We weren't going to have, Um, I mean, eventually I did venture out and go to the Wizards of the Midwest, and then, after that, anime club. It's pretty much the same people involved in that, like all of my nerdy people, so I developed lifelong friends from that, kind of branched out, but it wasn't really until Robert got married and graduated and moved out of town that I really was forced to, like, kind of do things on my own and be by myself, and then I realized, I'm like, you know what, this ain't so bad. Like, going to dinner and a movie, taking myself on a date, as I called it, for the first time. I'm like, it was just so awkward, it was just so weird, and it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to, but it was some movie that I really wanted to see, so I was like, well, while I'm out, I might as well, food has always been a joy of mine, so I was like, I'll eat something, and then I'll go see the movie, and blah, blah, blah. I can't remember what movie it was. I don't know. I don't think it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake with Jessica Biel. I don't think I know that I went and saw that, and then, like, the newest, whatever the newest scary movie was at the time, the spoof of all the scary movies. One of the good ones with Anna Faris in it. I can't remember. I cannot remember what the first movie was that I went out and took myself on a date for. Because I don't know. I kind of thought it was weird, But then after I got home, I'm like, that was a lot of fun. I was like, I just kind of did my own thing and, took my time, did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, and, like, I sat where I wanted to sit in the movie theater, and, I didn't have to take anyone else into consideration. It's all about me, very VIP, very important person. So that may be where, I first started gaining independence in myself, but, so, I mean, maybe I wish I would have discovered that sooner, I suppose, but, I mean, it worked out how it worked out, and it ended up being okay in the end, I guess, so... So I guess there's some situations that, like, I kind of wish it happened differently, but I don't know. I guess I just don't sit around and, cry in the shower, like they show people, like huddled in the corner, in the fetal position in the shower or something. I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, it's like, I've mentioned a few times about my father, and it's like, that was completely out of my control. Some people might sit around and, blame themselves and be like, well, what could I have done differently? I was like, well, he could have, done a lot of things differently, and that's on him, not me. It's, it's not my fault he was a shitty father, so... It's kind of on him, not my fault. All I did was get born, so then I became, his responsibility, even though I wasn't. I was my mother's responsibility, and he popped in and out every once in a while, But, like, I don't know, some people might internalize that and be like, oh, blah, 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 like, what, like, I guess, like, what's wrong with me, blah, 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 nothing's wrong with me, like, I'm fucking awesome, they were his choices, and, I mean, maybe he, wishes he could have done differently, but it's, that ship has sailed. That ship sailed when I was 15 years old. So it's kind of like, you know what? Nah, we're done here. Yeah, like, So it's like, I mean, I don't sit around and, like, that gives him far too much power over my emotions that he doesn't deserve to have. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, so, that's that. I have 4 minutes of taping time left. When I started, I had like 30 minutes, and I'm like, we'll see if I use that today. And I guess I guess I pretty much did on a question that I don't even really have a good answer for. But oops, I scared poor Minx. She was asleep over there. But anyway, I mean, you know, short story long. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I don't know. I just don't really hold on to shit. It's like, I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. You know, life goes on regardless, unfortunately. So, you know, time to go back to work. But at least I don't have to this Thursday. Or next Sunday. I don't know what time we're getting back in town, but I don't know. But anyway, so that's your lengthy answer to a question I don't have a good answer for. But anyway, there's that, and yeah, there's no eclipse today. Sorry, there wasn't. I mean, around here there wasn't really one yesterday either. But, you know, whatevs. Anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded. I guess 1 minute of taping time left now. It's going to flash at me before I get done with this. So, anyway, that's what that is, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow, maybe, for another question, or whatever I see you for. Who knows?